One reason I became a historian is that I wanted to write. So I early took a lot of writing courses. I was writing essays. I had a great teacher in high school that had me writing poetry and one-act plays. So I wanted to be a writer. Loved history. Grew up around storytellers, all Southern storytellers. So I came from that storytelling tradition. And I've always been drawn to journalists and people who publish and write. So I went to graduate school trying to pursue the opportunity to write, and became a public historian in 1979. Got a job at the Oklahoma Historical Society where I had a chance to be an editor, working as a wordsmith, learning about writing, communicating, writing with purpose, writing for a particular audience, and then started writing books in the late 70s and early 80s. And now I've written, I think the one that will be out in February is book number 26. So I've been able to practice my craft as a historian in writing, but also in public history. And that's kind of where I really tie in with the Journalism Hall of Fame, is that I've dedicated much of my career to collecting the story of Oklahoma. And that, of course, newspapers. We have more than 33 million newspapers in our collections. We started collecting in 1893. Under my watch, my great staff, we've been able to find a way to digitize. We have several million pages online now. Within 4 years, we'll have something like 12 million of those pages online, free, accessible to journalists, to people who want to read what journalists have written about Oklahoma history over the years. When I got the call about this award, it was special to me. I've received other Lifetime Achievement Awards from different groups. I give so many speeches and do so many things. Yeah, I said, well, if I have to do it, I will, to help you raise money. Generally, that's my attitude. I don't want the attention, but I'll do it to help if I can. This one was different. To me, this puts me into the category of those journalists who have created this dialogue within our community, that seek out the truth and uncover corruption and let people know what's going on so we can all engage in this civic responsibility we call government. It means a lot to me to be standing there with these journalists who I have always admired so much and who I depend on to give me the facts and figures to write my books. And so it's been special coming from the journalism community, the leadership today, making the decisions about inductions. But I think even more than that, honor from them, it's the fact that I'm even thought of in even a shadowy way with some of these great historians who started as journalists. And some of the best historians in our history have been journalists. Stan Hoig is a good example. He wrote dozens of books. We have his collections now. But to be mentioned with some of these pioneers in journalism is a real honor. And this means a lot to me, to be mentioned in the same conversation as some of the great journalists in Oklahoma history.